Mr.
Good
Court, you
morning.
want to come on up? Good morning. Mr. Court, just step up. All right. Miss Iddings, what case are you here on?
We are here on Davis, Your Honor, Mr. Raines and I. And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here. I kind of communicated a little bit with Mr. Raines last week. He just entered the case. And we would, I believe we're both in agreement that if we could request an adjournment, we're going to try to work out some of the issues if possible, and then maybe an hour or two later when you can fit us in. I know how busy you are, Your Honor, but that's what we would like to do to try to resolve that.
That's correct, Your Honor. If we could adjourn this and schedule an evidentiary hearing for an hour to 2 hours, that would be our request. And perhaps Ms. Iddings and I can work out some of the issues in the meantime. My client is present, by the way.
Okay, so hold on. So this is in the matter of Sarah Davis versus Paul Davis. I do not have, who's your client, Mr. Raines?
It's Sarah Davis, the plaintiff.
All right, and I do not have Paul Davis unless he's called in on a telephone. There's somebody called in by phone. What's your name? So, so this is file number 14-40773DM. Lowry Raines appearing on behalf of plaintiff, Adrian Iddings on behalf of the defendant. I can adjourn this to February 24 for a show cause.
Your Honor, I'm going to be out of state on that day. And if it's in person, I could probably do it if I could Zoom, but if I have to be in person, I can't do that day.
Oh, I'm setting it over for a show cause. Or, okay, so do you want a motion evidentiary hearing date?
Yes, so we can present some testimony.
An hour?
Yeah, I believe an hour.
That would give you a half hour each.
I can do that.
That'll work.
Miss Adams, can I get an hour? Okay. Somewhere after, when do you get back from going out of town?
I'll be back on the 26th of February.
So sometime after that.
Could do 8 a.m. Tuesday, March 4th.
March 4 at 8 a.m.
Yes, it's like you're giving us an hour, right? I have a mediation at 9. I believe Mr. Raines is on that with me. Yeah. So if it's an hour, we will definitely have to be done in an hour, Mr. Raines, because we need to show up at 9 for the other thing. That would be fine for me.
We can do that. That works. And yes, I have a mediation with Mr. Godfrey with Ms. Iddings as well.
Okay, so March 4 at 8 a.m. Is that going to be via Zoom?
Yes, I would hope. Yes, Your Honor, please.
That's a great one.
We have to do the Zoom. We have to do mediation by Zoom with Mr. Godfrey.
Okay, and then we're here on somebody's motion, right? No, it must have been entered wrong. All right, it's friend of the court show cause. We'll do the notice through friend of the court.
Right. Actually, Your Honor, I think just to clear it up, I think this is why you're confused. Mr. Davis filed a show cause on his own before he hired me, and then the paperwork was inadvertently misplaced. And then I filed my own motion for show cause, which contains the same allegations that Mr. Davis filed. That's why you've got two things in there, Your Honor. It's the same thing. It's a show cause on both parts, both the front of the court and I filed one separately, but they are the same allegations.
Okay, can you do the notice then, Ms. Iddings?
Absolutely, I'll do the notice.
Okay, all right. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Court, so in the matter of Selena Vargas versus Aaron Court, file number 21-49088DS. Mr. Court, that was adjourned to February 24. I don't have any other information than that. If it's a show cause against you, it's probably because you made some payments.
Okay.
If you contact your caseworker or my staff on Friday afternoon, we would know if it's already been adjourned.
Okay, so I just gotta get a hold of you and see if I have to come in or not, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and your caseworker is who?
It's me, Your Honor.
Guy.
Oh, it's Mr. Vasquez.
Yeah.
And so,
I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
He has,
yeah,
he has
Mr.
income withholding in place, so money's starting to come in now.
Excellent. So,
I also made 160 or 180 came out, and I also made the 120 to make it the 300 I need to do for the month, just to be safe.
excellent. So very good. Thank you so much.
So the 24th, come in unless.
February 24th. And like I said, if you stop by, talk to Mr. Vasquez or call the clerk's office and get transferred to my assistant, we can let you know if it's been adjourned, because we know by Friday afternoon.
Okay, so Friday, I can call and make sure I can, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Are you Stephen Clack?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in the matter of Amanda Clack versus Stephen Clack, file number 2013-39346 DM, Mr. Clack, that's been adjourned to February 24 at 8 AM.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, I have somebody who's logged on as Paul's phone. Are you Paul Davis? Oh, you're not connected to audio. Never mind. All right, I have somebody who's called in to the telephone number. Can I ask your name, please?
That would be Hessa Stutzman. I got on Zoom, Your Honor, but I got on at 8 and then I didn't see any response, so I went ahead and called.
Okay, so, okay. Let's go, Captain Denzel, so let me see. All right, this is in the matter of Denzel Stutman versus Hessa Stutzman, file number 23-50320. DM. We are here on a show cause against Ms. Stutzman. States here, ma'am, you're ordered to pay $600 a month. As of today's date, they have an arrearage of $5,450. The last payment we received was December 23rd of 24 in the amount of $100. We do have an income withholding in place through T-Mobile and GameStop. Let's see, you made a payment of $100 on December 3rd, $100 on December 10, 100 on 11, December 11, and a payment of 100 on December 23rd. So, ma'am, we've reached out to the employers that we're aware of to get an income withholding in place. So, ma'am, where are you currently working?
So currently, with GameStop, my last day was on the 3rd because the store I worked in closed. The last day for the store was the 4th. So this past Friday was my last day with GameStop. So now I'm currently with T-Mobile only for 16 hours a week. But I am in the process of looking for another job, for a full-time job. So this wouldn't be an issue. So I started looking for jobs. And with my paycheck that's coming in 2 weeks, I'll try and pay a little bit more than 100. It's just getting, you know, I'm not getting enough hours in at my T-Mobile job. So this is why I'm trying to find a full-time job right now.
Okay. All right. Well, you are making payments, so I do appreciate that. I'm going to set this over to February 24 at 8 AM. And ma'am, as soon as you get full-time employment, let your caseworker know. It's Miss Cam who's logged on today, Kelly Cam. And then until they start taking it out of your paycheck, make sure you're making the payments online, all right?
Yes. And I wanted to make some payments this week. However, I only have $90 in my checking account. So.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Sutzman. We'll see you back.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. What is your name?
Michael.
Michael. Okay. All right. Why don't you come up, Mr. Madrid? Right, come on up to the podium.
Right up to you.
Right here. Stand up. No, right there by the microphone. All right. This is in the matter of Abigail Craig versus Michael Madrid. Let me make sure she's not here. No, file number 20-47630 DS. So Mr. Madrid, you have, let's see, a child support order of $342 a month. You have an arrearage of $16,096.50. The last payment we received was $40 on December 11. Let's see, you were here back on November 25 and you were supposed to pay $300 by November 29th and have a job. So can you give me an update on what's going on?
I haven't made the payments I was supposed to make, obviously. There's really no excuse for it. Just the holidays kind of was just hectic. My grandpa is supposed to be coming back 2 weeks from now, and he's in Mexico visiting his mom. He's 67, so he's probably thinking that this might be the last year he's with his mom. So as soon as he gets back, he's gonna pay me some money for washing the house. And he said that I should probably bring it all up to child support, because I told him that I had court, that there's never, there's always a possibility I could go to jail or whatever, so.
Well, you're at a felony level, so
I know,
you could be
I-
charged with a felony. So back up a second. You said your dad's 57,
My grandpa's 67.
your grandpa's 67, which is very young.
Yeah.
So, okay, but his mother is elderly. Okay. And then he said, what about your child support?
When he comes back from Mexico, he's gonna pay me for watching the house. And he told me that whatever money he pays me, I need to bring up here, because I was trying to explain to him that I could get in trouble, you know what I mean? Like not watch the house for him while he's gone. And he said he'll take his chances, but. it's just-
So why don't you have a job?
There's no excuse for it. There really isn't. I haven't really been working. I got a 5-month-old at the house that I've been pretty much left to take care of by myself. And
Where's the mother?
She's back now. She is back. She had some stuff going on with court and stuff too, but she is.
So let me tell you this. So you have a 5-month-old, but you qualify for DHS funding, so you qualify for free childcare. I had a 5-month-old and I had to go to work too. So,
I need help with those resources. I really do. I
But-
don't know how to reach out to people that will give me help. Like,
okay, so we do have resources available through Front of the Court if you're willing to be involved in the program. They'll help you find a job, they'll help you do job counseling, they'll help you get resources. Is that something you'd like to talk to somebody about? I mean, you gotta voluntarily go into that. Ms. Cam, that's available now, right?
Yes, we can help them.
Okay, so we have a special program through our Front of the Court to help people who are just kind of like at their wits end and kind of, need just that guidance. So we did start that program, and it actually is starting now, and it'll help you find a job, it'll help you do job training, it'll help, it will help you in so many ways if you're willing to be a part of that program. Is that something you'd be interested in?
yes, ma'am. I have the guidance. Like with my family, this is all they're used to, you know what I mean? And this is really my first time standing in front of one of these microphones, so it's like.
That's always a good thing.
I'd rather take the better way out, honestly, so.
Okay, so Miss Cam, would I send him down and have him talk to who?
He can come down and talk to me.
Okay, and then you'll direct him over to the program leader?
Yes.
Okay, because I think it's, let's see here. Kind of gone, it's the first Monday back, so I'm kind of brain dead right now. It would go through Miss Senkowitz, right? She's in
Yeah.
charge of that program. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this over to February 24. I appreciate that you're asking for the help, because that's a start. So I'm going to set this over to February 24th at 8 AM. Today, though, I would like you to go downstairs. Miss Cam will direct you. Miss Senkowitz is the one that runs the program. Super nice people. And they offer a lot of assistance. All right. All right. So just go down to Front of the Court. We call it the garden level, but it's in the basement. All right. Thank you.
See, you said February when?
24th.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm so excited. I think that's our first person in that program. Yay. All right. I do have Paul Wiley. Start. Mr. Wiley, can you hear me? All right, Mr. Wiley, if you can go ahead and unmute your device, please.
Okay,
Thank
can you hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. So this is in the matter of Wilma Wilson versus Paul Wiley, file number 22-50157UE. Mr. Wiley, we are here on a friend of court show cause. So you're ordered to pay $144 a month, not a super high amount. You have an arrearage of $3,245.76. The last payment we received was $100 on December 9th. This is a charging case out of Kentucky. So when we were last here in December, I ordered you to provide proof of employment by January 6th. We have not received that, and we have not received any other payments. So, Mr. Wiley, are you currently employed?
I'm supposed to start Wednesday at the Speedway in Adrian. I had a interview last week, and then I was told I would be called back if they wanted to move forward. I received an email the day before yesterday stating they wanted me back at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I also have worked for, I worked not this last week, but the week before, and I have a payment for it coming in that I planned on making the $188 this week payment. I have made progress, and I should be able to get a payment in with the next couple of days as soon as I get a draw off this job that I did. And then, like I said, I'm supposed to start at Pilot this week.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I had
so, Mr. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I know I was given 3 weeks just with the holidays, and then I had a death this past week in the family. My kid's grandmother, Willow's grandmother, passed away the 30th at 9 o'clock in the morning. She had she was insulin dependent, and I don't exactly know the whole story, but she had a diabetic. She went into a diabetic coma and passed away on the 30th. So that was just the extra expense with the kids that I had planned on making the payment with to get them to Tennessee for her funeral. So I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids. Willow has 2 brothers. Her 2 brothers live with me, and I'm in the process of trying to get her back. But I do have work coming.
Okay, so, all right, well, you know, Mr. Wiley, I understand everything you're saying, but in the midst of all of that, we still have to support our children. And so you have a job at Pilot, and you're going to pay how much this week?
The 200 is what I will have in there this week by Friday.
Okay.
I get the check for the job on Wednesday, but it has to be deposited, and I don't know if there's going to be a hold put on it or not for 2 to 3 days.
Oh, okay. So what I would say to you is it's going to take a couple weeks for income withholding to start coming out. And so is this a full-time job at Speedway?
Yes, it'll be 3rd shift from, I believe they said from 6:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
But 35 hours a week at least?
Yeah.
Okay. So your child support amount is not, you know, super high compared to a lot of people that come through. So, you know, you have to make those payments. So once you start getting your paychecks, you know, you're going to have to pay about $200 a month just to get down this arrearage so you don't get charged with a felony. So, you know, that's $50 a week. So if you get paid every week, I need you to make a payment online or in person of $50 until it starts coming out of your check. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, Ms. Senkowitz is a caseworker on this, so we need an additional $50 a month coming out. All right, so we will do the income withholding and verify employment. So I'll set this out to February 24th, but I want to see at least well, I want to see the $200 payment this week, but then I want to see a payment of at least $50 a week going forward until it starts coming out, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and we will see you back on February 24 at 8 AM.
So the 24th?
Yeah, February 24th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. In the matter of Jennifer Berger versus Ronald Berger, file number 23-51097 DM. Mr. Berger is supposed to pay $200 a month in child support. He has an arrearage of $1,173.34 or 5 cents. His last payment was in October in the amount of $126.75. He's failed to appear. He's not in my waiting room. I'm going to issue a bench warrant and set bond in the amount of $1,373.35. All right, so I believe, who's this? Somebody just popped back in. Oh, no. I believe that concludes our friend of the court show cause docket. Ms. Underwood, we did not need you this morning. Who did you have?
Well, I had Paul Wiley, Christina Morgan, Isaiah Virgil.
All right, Paul Morgan, you said?
Wiley.
Oh, Paul Wiley showed up and he got a job. So his is set out to February 24.
Okay.
What was the other one?
Isaiah Virgil.
He must have got dismissed.
Okay. What about Christina Morgan?
She gave birth. So I just, yeah, she's not set for today.
Okay. Do you have anything else this morning, Your Honor?
I do not. So you were all set, Miss Underwood.
So there's no extradition or anything?
Your Honor,
Not
Christina
aware.
Morgan was in Judge Allsaver's court.
Okay.
She
Okay.
might be giving birth. I'm not sure. I just did her civil ceremony for her wedding last week here at the courthouse. So, she's
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
your cousin looked really good last night.
You know, it's nothing like watching TV and hearing my name over and over and over and over and over again. So it was a great game. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Stay
Thank you,
warm.
Your Honor.
Thank you.